Oh my. So let's go ahead and lay back and down. Heads towards the back of the room, feet up towards the front. And just allow your body to start to settle here. And I do always enjoy a good morning with the windows open at the studio because the sounds from the world around us can become a little bit more noticeable. What that reminds us of as the traffic stops and goes is that we too have the opportunity to choose to stop, to pause, and pay attention to what's happening in our bodies. So as you settle here, just draw your attention down to the feet. Relax toes, arches, heel. Soften. Relax through your knees and thighs. Then bring your awareness up. Let it move into the belly and the chest, softening through the low back. The middle and the upper back. Relax across the shoulders and down the arms all the way to fingertips. Soften back up the arms and into the face. Body it and bring a little more awareness to the fact that you are breathing. Notice the breath in. Notice the breath out. See if you can slow the breath down. Let it get deeper. Bring your awareness to rest at the space between the two eyebrows. And see if you can set an intention for your practice. Morning. Simply dedicate your time on the mat to someone you care for or someone you need. Take a long, slow, deep breath in through the nose. Seal that intention in if you said it. Full deep breath out through the nose or mouth. Wiggle your fingers a little bit. Wiggle your toes, coming back into full body stretch. Inhale, reach the arms back, extend the legs long. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, pull the right knee up and into the chest. Hug the right leg in as tightly as you can. Good moment there. Loosen your grip slightly and just rock the right leg a bit, side to side, right to left. We'll slide that right knee over to the right. Drop your left hand down. And then allow the right leg to open as far to the right as is comfy. And at the same time, squeeze the right knee back and in towards the right shoulder. Hip stretch here. Both hips, both shoulders, stay rooted, grounded on the mat. One more in. Exhale, slide that right leg back to center. Stretch the right leg up into the air. Capture the back of the right thigh with your hand. Flex both feet as if standing flat-footed. Unlock your knee. One more inhale. Exhale, bend right knee back into chest. Left hand to right knee. Right arm open to a T. Exhale, twist to the left. Pull the right leg across the body. Right buttock leaves the earth. Your weight rolls to the outer left thigh and hip. Both shoulders stay open, rooted, grounded to the earth. One more exhale here. Inhale, back to center. Bend the left knee. Cross ankle over thigh, figure four. Left foot can stay planted on the earth or lift. Hands can hold the back of the left thigh or stay relaxed. Flexed feet again as if standing flat-footed. Keep the legs in this shape. Inhale, lower left foot back to the mat if it lifted. Arms rest at the sides, palms down on the mat. With the legs still in that figure four, inhale and lift to a figure four bridge. Backside leaves the earth. Press heavy into shoulder blades and the sole of the left foot. Breathing all the while. One more deep breath in, lift. Exhale, lower back down. Half happy baby, uncross ankle from thigh. Right hand reaches for either the back of the right thigh, the outer edge of the right foot, or anywhere in between. Hold down. Left knee bows open towards the left for a little counterbalance here. Keeping weight balanced between the two buttocks pretty evenly. They're down through the shoulder, the right thigh, left buttock. One more exhale. Inhale, release right foot to the mat. Exhale, pull both knees up and into the chest. Give a hug here and notice if the two legs feel different, if they feel the same. And then extend your right leg out long. Hands squeeze the left leg in as tightly as you can. Take a breath or two here. Just feeling that compression at the what we call hip flexor, the front of the hip. Loosen your grip slightly, give a rock of the legs side to side. And slide that leg further left. Right hand just drops and releases. Left hand squeezes that left knee out and open towards the left shoulder or the left arm. Inhale back to center. Stretch that left leg skyward. Hands can hold the back of the left thigh as you flex feet as if standing flat-footed here. Another breath in this space. And then exhale and rebend that knee, tucking it into chest. Right hand to left knee, left arm out to a T, twist to the right. Pull the left leg across the middle of the body. Roll your weight to the outer right thigh. Anchor and root through that left shoulder. Strong, rounded, rooted. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bend the right knee. Catch the left ankle with the right thigh, figure four. You can keep your right foot flat on the earth or lift and hover the right foot. Hands can reach for the back of the right thigh or stay relaxed. Out your heel. And we inhale, keep the legs crossed, lower right foot to the mat if it lifted. Arms to the sides. Rise up, figure four bridge. Hips lift. You might feel a little unsteady here. Let yourself wiggle and wobble a touch. But really push down through the entire sole of the right foot. Push into both shoulders. One more full breath here. Inhale, when you're ready, lower it down. Tap, happy baby. Left heel to the sky. Left hand either holds back the thigh, outer edge of the left foot, or anywhere in between. Counterbalance here. Let your right knee bow out slightly to the right. This will pull both hips equally to the earth. More exhale here. Inhale, left foot grounds, release. Exhale, both knees to the chest. Again, notice legs, hips. Are there any similarities, differences? And then you have two choices here. You can move hands to backs of thighs, rock forward and back, up and down along the spine, or roll to your right, fetal toe. And either way, you're going to find your way all the way up and into a seat. This morning, we'll begin here with the bottoms of our feet together and knees open wide. Right. In that bound angle, take right hand to right ankle. Bound angle, take your right hand to right ankle, left hand to left. And as you breathe in, sit taller in a seated cow. Breathe out, tuck and round, seated. Inhale, open to that seated cow. Exhale. Seated cat. And take that just a few times here. One more round of breath. Inhale, sit tall, neutral spine, reach the arms high. Exhale, bow forward over legs, hands towards the mat in front of you. Breaths here. As you inhale, lift a couple inches. As you exhale, walk those hands diagonally towards the left. Keep the hands about shoulder width apart. Bow back. You might feel this more in your right hip, right thigh. Sound. And then as you inhale, walk it back through the center. Take it over to the right. Try to keep those hands about shoulder distance apart here. Bowing in. One more deep breath here. Inhale, walk it through the center. Bow just a touch deeper. Exhale. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Guide those legs gently close. Sweep to one side and come on to all fours. Hands and knees. Here, we'll just start to flow through out, back, inhale, lift, tailbone, chest, and knee. Exhale, tuck arch, round for cat. You do that a few times at your own pace, focusing this morning on what's happening at the upper back. Spreading fingers wide. If there are any little extra movements that your body requests or requires, feel free to explore those. A little sway side to side, back and forth. Mind to take your next breath in, come through to your neutral spine, flat back. Here, balance weight between right and left hands, quite equally here. Your number one priority, keep that weight balance. Lift right knee up and out to the right side a bit. Notice if you put more weight in your left hand, shift it back into the right. And without shifting weight to the left, you might lift that right leg up and out a little bit higher for a hydrant. Yes, you look like a dog peeing. Keep that leg bent. Circle it back and push your right heel up towards the ceiling. Lift your chest and chin like you are in a cow pose here. Push that heel higher. Lift the heart. Scorpion tail. Now, flat arch your back and pull your right knee towards the back. Sorry, it is not. I hit the lower volume. All right, whatever. Pull your right knee towards the back of the right elbow. Cat arch your back, chin to chest. Open out towards your hydrant kick. Scorpion tail, circle back. Knee to back of the elbow, cat arch the back. One more really slow circle. Hydrant. Scorpion, lift your chest. And knee to elbow kick. Release your right knee down. Slide back towards a child's pose. Just did you case? We'll try one more time. And if not, it's just my energy today. Or we can blame it on all the planets in the world being in the same quadrant of the sky. Which hasn't happened for all of recorded history. Over 20,000 years, we have never had the exact placement of the planets. It works out right now. What? In 2026, of course, right? Yeah, when they try to go back into computers and figure out when this last happened, the computers like short circuit, they can't figure out. It's always a first time for everything. One more deep breath here. And as you're ready, go ahead and rise back up to hands and knees. All right. Again, your number one priority here is keeping that weight balance in those two hands. You're going to want to go to the right hand. Don't let it happen. Lift your left leg up and out for that hydrant kick, dog peeing. Okay. Check with those hands. Put more weight in your left hand. Left instead of right. All right. Hold it. Now, really intentionally, slowly circle back to that scorpion tail. Push your left heel to the sky. Lift your chest. Hold. Good. Can you lift a little higher? Yes, you can. The answer was yes, you can. All right. As we exhale, pull left knee to the back of it, left elbow, and cat crunch. Pull chin to chest. Arch your back. Push into both hands. Push, push, push. All right, we're going to smooth that out. 2 smooth circles. Hydrant kick. Circle back to scorpion. Lift the chest. Then elbow and knee meet, cat crunch. And again, slowly pull it up and out, hydrant. Circle back and up. Lift your chest. Pull knee to the back of the elbow. Hold for a breath in. Breathe out, release the leg, child's. Yay! Nobody's too warm, or no one's too cold now. Woo-hoo! On your 2 more deep breaths right here. And as you are ready, inhale back towards hands and knees. Walk the palms out, a full palm print ahead of shoulders. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog, lifting those knees from the mat. As you're here, you may find it feels good to pedal out your feet a bit, bending one knee and then the other. You can stay right here in downward dog, perhaps bringing a little stillness, or shift forward to plank, stacking shoulders over those ribs, bringing those hips down in line of heels and head, pushing the mat away as you look out beyond fingertips. These can always drop for support in plank. Unlock your elbows. One more breath in. Downward dog, breathe out. Look forward a bit. Inhale. And exhale, walk to fold. Uttanasana, standing forward. Feet flat, parallel. Inhale, lift halfway, sliding hands up the shin. And exhale. Inhale, stretch the arms high, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands. Make sure you've got enough room alongside you to open your arms out to a T. Then right here, from heart, we're going to turn the fingertips forward. Breathe in, push forward, and in that same breath in, open your arms, lift your heart, lean back. Take a couple of deep breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, hands back. Take a quarter turn to your left. Turn those fingertips to point away from you. Breathe in, press the arms forward, open them out to that big T, palms to the sky. Lift your heart, breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to another quarter turn, facing the back of your yoga mat. Point those fingertips out and away from you. Big, exaggerated breath in. Open the arms. Lift the heart. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, hands back to quarter turn. Once again, face the direction you haven't faced yet. All right, fingertips turn away. Inhale, arms push forward and open. Take a couple of big breaths here in this open heart stance. One more big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Quarter turn back to the front of you. And in all seriousness, if I'm having a day where I wake up and I feel really tight and clenched, that's me. Like 4 breaths, go around the room. Well, it's 24 breaths, but 4 directions, go around the room. All right. So right here, let's take a deep breath in, reach those arms up. As you exhale, take that left arm down to the side, stretch over with the right arm. Left arm can dangle, or you can hug yourself across midline. Stay in the stretch, reach up a little more and over a little more. Inhale, reach up, hold arms. Exhale, right arm down. Let the arm hang or wrap yourself in a half embrace. Big breaths into that left side of the rib cage. Creating space in and around. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms forward, hands at the shoulders. All right, beautiful. So right here, let's step our feet a good distance apart. They don't need to be as wide as your mat. You will find a more natural footing here as we start to progress. All right, as you breathe out, take your right hand, push it up and out like it's moving out through the center of your core. And inhale back to center. Exhale, right, left hand up and out through the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right hand across from the chest over to the left. Inhale back to center. Left hand from chest out. Inhale back to center. Feel your spine twist a little bit. Down this time. Push out and down to the ground as you twist. Inhale, center. And over to the right. Inhale, center. All right. Back to the chest. Out to the left. Pause. Lift your right heel. As you come back to center, drop the right heel. Bend your knees. Out through chest, lift your left heel. Back to center, squat. Up through the eyebrow. Right heel lifts, drop down. Out through the eyebrows, left heel lifts. Drop down. chest, center, chest, set, down to the earth. On earth. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, pull it up. Once for each side, right through the chest. Arms. Back to center, inhale, arms to goal pose squat. Push weight into the outer edges of the feet. Lift your toes if you can. Draw the belly button in and up. And check your elbows. Are they down low? Can you bring them up? One more deep breath out, squat low. Inhale, lift and open, reach. Open heart. One more big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Feet parallel. And step them back in. Oh, energy movement today, just to get us flowing. So here, wherever you happen to be on your mat, step your right foot forward, step your left foot back. And if your yoga mat was a 2-lane highway, right foot centered on the right half, left foot centered on the left half. Left heel angles towards the back of the room, so the hips and the shoulders face forward. As you inhale, pull the arms forward and up. Exhale, make fists with both hands. Bend elbows and right knee. Pull the elbows back as far as you can. Inhale, keep the knee bent, open hands, push the hands away. Exhale, drop the arms down. Inhale, right leg straight, arms up. Exhale, right knee bends, fists up, fire, pull in. Inhale, stop signs, push away. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, up, leg straight. Exhale, pull in energy that you need. Push away the energy you don't need. Give it back to you. Scoop from the earth what you need. Pull it into yourself. Push away what doesn't serve. Give it back to the earth. One more time this side. Lift what you need. Pull into yourself. Push away. Give back. Inhale, arms high, legs straight. Exhale, hands to hips, legs stay straight. Hands at hips, keeps the pelvis forward, big breath in. Exhale, hinge forward and down. Keep that pelvis square. Unlock your right knee. Then just slide your hands down the right shin and work to keep balance here. And gaze lifted in line with heart. Stretch from tailbone to crown. Lock that right knee joint. When we lock a door, we prevent something from coming in or something from leaving. When we lock our joints, we prevent energy from entering and leaving. So think about keeping those soft joints as a means to let energy flow. And more deeply into that right knee. Slide your arms backwards. Squeeze an imaginary beach ball between your hands. Lengthen from crown to tailbone. Lift to the heart. It's like you're a bird about to take flight right here. Don't worry, no one expects you to fly this morning. Next Saturday, when Tiffany subs for me, she's going to ask me to fly. Not me. Inhale, keep the knee bent, feel the torso up, reach the arms. Warrior one. Exhale, hands apart, and step the feet together. Just let the arms drop down to the sides. Palms face forward, fingers spread. Breathe. Full breath here. Just open the eyes, relax the arms. And we'll step that right foot back. Nice big step into that warrior one stance. Each foot centered in its own lane of traffic. Right heel presses towards the back of the mat as much as it can. Your foot's on an angle here. And then we'll inhale, scoop the arms forward and up. Take the energy you need, lift it. Pull it in, fists of fire. Squeeze back like you mean it and pause for 1 second. Notice if you've started to lean forward, keep your torso upright. Inhale, push those arms out. Let go of what you don't need and release it back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, torso stays upright as you pull in what you need. Press away what you don't need. Lift it back to the end. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going 2 more times. Strength through. Now up, straight leg, pause. Exhale, hands to the hips. Hands are going to keep that pelvis squared towards the front of the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, hinge forward. Over, nearly straight left leg. Unlock so energy flows. And slide hands down that left leg and count. Hold there. Lengthen spine and stays up in line with your chest and hips. Energy flows where your attention goes. So push into your feet to ground. Lift and find the balance here. Balance comes from the mountain. Strong leg. Energy flows from the earth. Here we bend into left knee. Sweep the arms back. Squeeze an imaginary beach ball here. Arrow warrior. Lift the heart just a touch. Pull the shoulders down and away from the ears. Find strength, power. Send attention to your right leg. Back and down. And as you inhale, lift to warrior one. Keep that left knee bent. Almost there. One more big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. And step those feet together. Beautiful. Drop the arms, palms forward, active mountain Tadasana. Close the eyes, just breathe. If you feel your heart rate has elevated, slow down the exhalations specifically. Every exhale slows the heartbeat down. Keep the eyes open. Release the arms to a relaxed state. We'll step to the center of our mat and take a quarter turn to the left. Step those feet out, about 3 to 4 feet away from one another. Turn the heels in and the toes out on an angle. Kneecaps are going to point in the same direction as your toes. So it's a good guideline if you bend your knees just a little bit, make sure that they're not collapsing in and your toes are turning way out or vice versa. All right. Excellent. Inhale, lift those arms out to a T. As you exhale, left leg stays straight, right knee starts to bend. Knee points in the same direction as the toes. Hinge forward, stick the backside out a little bit. Airplane lunge. Inhale, push into right heel, straighten right leg, lift your arms up for star. Exhale, arms to a T, left knee bends, hinge at the hips, airplane lunge. Dig into left heel, inhale, back up to star, lift the arms. Exhale, arms to a T, right knee bends, airplane lunge. Dig into heel, rise to star, inhale. And exhale, left. Keep going, inhaling always up to star. And you might find as you warm up a little bit, your feet can slide a little further apart. Try to keep both heels grounded the whole time you move. Straighten your leg. Turn the toes out so they're symmetrical. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. The next time you take that airplane lunge into your left knee is the last. Inhale up to star. Exhale, hands to hips. Feet parallel. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Fold. You can stop halfway, head higher than heart, or drop down. Unlock all of the joints here. The energy to flow. I want everybody to take a tiny bend to your knees if it's not already there. Stick your butt up higher instead of straightening your legs. As you're here, you might find you could slide the feet a little further apart. Hang if that works for your body. Decompressing through the spine. Any arm variation that you like this morning. Another couple of deep breaths here. Then we'll inhale. Keep those knees soft. Lift halfway. Hands to hips. Push into the entire sole of the foot. Rise to stand. Slide those feet a bit closer together. Stay facing long edge of the mat and just start to circle the hips around. Hands are guiding the pelvis. Switch directions, circle the other way. And slow it down, make it a little more exaggerated. Right back through the center here. Step those feet even closer to one another and turn forward towards the front. So here, let's go ahead and take our feet about mat width apart. Turn the toes out, heels angled in. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms. Exhale, hands to heart, find your squat. We can stay high, we can go mid, we can go low. Try to keep the heels grounded. If they lift, not a big deal. I'm gonna pop it back up to a mid squat right here. You stay where you are. Everybody take your right arm, right hand down, either to the inside of the knee or towards the floor. And then stretch your left arm up and open. Press the thighs open. Breathe, lengthen your spine. Inhale back to center, hands to heart. Left arm presses the left leg open, right arm reaches. Now, just because the right arm isn't touching the right leg doesn't mean we let it fall in. Push, push, push. And back to center. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to the earth. Parallel feet. Legs get straighter as you fold. Then we're going to try not to lock those knees. Let the energy flow. Downward facing dog. Off those feet back. On that downward facing dog, inhale, knees to the mat, table. Right knee slides forward to the outside of the right wrist. Pigeon pose, left leg stretches back. Angle that right shin forward, right foot moving towards left wrist. And if you're here and you're like, this is terrible on my knees and I hate this position, or my hips are saying, please no, you're gonna come back out. You're gonna flip it over, take it to your back and recreate our figure four from earlier. If you're feeling like you could stay here, this is sustainable. Take a moment, look back, make sure your left leg is stretching straight back behind you and not doing anything wild and crazy. Big breath in, lift tall. Breathe out, drop to forearms or forehead. Breathe. We want that right knee as close to the right edge of the mat as we can. Pretty much there. Very much. And it would feel good to add a stretch to the left leg. You can try bending your left knee behind you, heel closer to the bone. You try that, I think that's a terrible idea. You don't have to continue. Either with that left knee bent still or not. We're going to push back up to palms. Take a moment or two here and a bit of a back bend. One more big breath in. As you breathe out, flex your left foot if you bent it. Toes down, lift the knee for a second, and then readjust. Slide left knee in, right leg. Oh, nice. Tabletop. And I know when your yoga teacher insists on wearing dresses, it really doesn't help you understand what's happening with the leg, but it's me. I don't know what to do. All right. So now we're switching that out. Left knee sliding forward, right to the outside of the wrist. Right leg's going to scooch back. And we don't want that right leg to come or off to the side. What we really want it to do is go straight back behind us so the pelvis stays level. Our left foot may angle forward a bit. And again, if you're here and you're like, this is not good for my knees, I'm going to pay for this later, flip it over to your back. Cross left ankle over the right thigh. Figure four. All right. We'll drop it down. Level hips. If you're not sure, if you're wondering, Liz, are my butts flat or are my butts level? My multiple butts. Is my butt level? I am not going to come over and feel it for you. You need to do it yourself. So reach back there, and if one hip's lower than the other, you're going to feel it. Keep it level. Even if you can go deeper or you feel like you just want to get another space, consider leveling your pelvis. You know, you always get to override your yoga teacher 100% of the time. Except during Shavasana, you have to practice. You don't get to at the end. That's where we draw the line. Must stay. Have to do what we say. And then if you wanted to take that bend into the right knee, but taking a little extra stretch, the top of the right thigh. You might think to yourself, wow, she said a little extra stretch, and this is like a lot of extra stretch. That is true, that it is something that's significant. If you ever cramp in the back of the thigh when you do this, you just need to not bend your knee quite as much. And then you can do this next piece with that right leg bent or straight. And go ahead and push your way right back up onto your hand. And add a little back bend here. Pigeon nesting right here. You are the pigeon. And with flexed right foot. Push the toes into the mat. Everybody lifts the right knee for a minute. And then pull it in. Slide the left leg back. And your choice, child's pose or downward dog, where do you wish to be? Two more deep breaths. We'll inhale back to table one more time. And bring it around to seated. As you sit, you might wish to have a block nearby. I'm going to give you an option in a moment. Sometimes it's nice before you invest getting all comfortable to make sure you just reach the block first. All right, so we are going to come back to that bound angle we explored a little bit earlier in our practice here. You might bring that block in front of you and elevate your feet. So this is going to drop the legs open a little bit more. And if you try that, you're like this, no, that's okay. All right, we'll take a big old breath in, sit tall, exhale, bow. Just let yourselves hold and breathe there. Some of you might have just discovered your new favorite thing to do with blocks. couple of more deep breaths here in your supported bound angle. You're ready. Let's inhale back up and slide those feet off the block. Set your block to the side. Scooch forward towards the front of your mat. We'll bend knees, round heels, flex. Inhale, sit tall. And exhale, roll and descend. Full body stretch at the bottom. Point the toes, reach back your fingers. Big breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, plant them. Pick up your right foot. Cross thigh over thigh, no space between the legs. So squeeze those legs together. So your left foot is still on the floor. The right leg is just crossed over the left. There we go. All right, squeeze those legs together and bring knees up and into the chest here. Hands come to rest where they can. So your left hand might grab the shin closest to it. Your right hand might grab a knee, might hold the back of the thighs. If it's accessible, left hand moves to grab the foot that's nearby. That happens to be your right foot, but left hand grabs that foot. I like to hold the bottom of the foot just because it'll allow you to take another step if you wish to. Right hand might reach and find that other foot somewhere way out in outer space. Maybe not, right? And no. Flexed feet, especially if you're holding, but even if you're not. And if you grabbed those feet, think about lifting the heels level to the earth. Hold gently in. If you're holding knees or shins, you're still pulling in, stretching the outer thighs and hips and the butt. One more exhale. Keep the legs crossed. Lower left foot back to the earth. Arms open out to a T, awareness around your neighbors, blocks, water bottles. Scoot your hips towards the right edge of the mat. Drop cross legs to the left. Twisted roots. Keep the right shoulder blade anchored, rooted, and grounded. Inhale, bring it back up to center. Unravel those legs, scooch to neutral. Switch the cross. Left foot lifts, thigh over thigh. No space. Knees to chest, legs cross. Hands find what they can to grab onto, right? We just squeeze. If your hands can reach for one or both of the feet, go for it. Holding soles of the feet. We may be able to think about lifting the shins level to the ground. Everybody, regardless of where you're holding, squeezes in a little bit deeper. Supta Gomukhasana, which sounds so cool in Sanskrit. When translated to English, reclining cow face pose. Right? Much prefer Supta Gomukhasana. If anyone ever wants to learn Sanskrit, that would be my tip. Find the ones you don't like to say in English and learn those first. We'll gently release our grip with our hands. Keep the legs crossed and lower your right foot back to the earth. Arms to a T, awareness around you. Scoot your hips towards the left. Drop your legs to the right. Twisted roots. See, twisted roots sounds cool in English, right? Yeah, that's why I like that one. And it's totally my own opinion on everything. So you might not think that sounds cool. Head can turn, looking over the left arm and shoulder if you wish. You just seal the practice. Breath in, lift the legs and unravel. Take your chips to where they feel centered on your mat. Hug the legs into the chest one more time. An infant happy baby sounds nourishing to you here. You can take both heels high, knees wide. Either press down on back thighs, hold the pinky edges of the feet or anywhere between. Rock side to side if that suits you. And rock yourselves right back to stillness. And allow yourselves to unravel and open over the floor. Shavasana, corpse position. Heels not as wide as the mat. Feet relax and fall open. Shoulders away from the earth. Palms flip to the sky, backs of hands on the floor next to the mat. Neck long, eyes closed. If anything about this shape does not suit you this morning, you are always welcome to adjust and adapt. But understanding the purpose of Shavasana, of corpse position, it's a little power. It allows our skeleton, first and foremost, to find the most neutral shape, almost as if you were just hanging in a science lab. The muscles can then learn to relax in this neutral shape. I say learn to relax because it's not often they hold this shape throughout their neck. So it can take some practice. But here, because the joints are relaxed, because the body is open, energy can flow a little more freely. And you can think of energy in terms of electrical impulses. The electrical impulses that travel between the synapses in your nervous system fire so that you act, breathe, think, feel, experience. You can think of energy as just the churning of the digestive tract. The power it takes to transform food into something your body can use. Think of energy and this rest, relaxation. By holding in this shape, we just allow our physical bodies to work more efficiently. Energy flows smoothly, our mind can rest. Find balance and ease. Take some slightly deeper breath. Fingers, toes. Just thinking about wiggling free from any energy that you don't need that still exists. Slide the legs a bit closer to one another. Breathe and roll over to one side. Right or left is up to you. Heel tuck position. Little urgency as possible. Slowly bring yourselves up into seat. Breath in, gently sweep the arms in a final arc up and around the body, gathering everything you need for the day. Seal hands above head, pull hands to heart. As the hands center here, allow yourself to infuse that energy with compassion, grace, love, and empathy. Lift the thumbs to the space between the two eyebrows, directing that energy into our space of imagination, creativity, and intuition, trusting that you already know what you need to know. And thank you so much for allowing me to guide you this morning. And we'll close our practice as we bow in peace. As we say, Shanti. Finally figured out the way to get everybody not to lock their joints in a way that I think makes sense. Like, oh, we say that, just like not like a don't do it. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Jean.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks.